Kisabalio, no for go alone, yeah. Sweet Kisabalio, no for go alone. You take it from Peter today, Paul will take it from you tomorrow, mama. Sweet, living is sweet, oh, where the rich or poor. Why not pray for a long fellow? He can pray for a long life. As long as they live, you know, the better we grow. Fine, power is fine, oh, it can make you heavy. It's just like a brook, you know, it way to capsize. Sweet, kiss our liver. No for go alone. He won't be can eat it. Or a picture can eat it. Kiss our oh, sweet kiss our oh. No for go alone. You take it from Peter today, or Paul will take it from you tomorrow, mama. You take it from me right today, or mother will take it from you tomorrow. Fine, may you feel well. Well, people do to you, you have to cry. Had enough for one person, oh, it's a matter of time. Our time is a lesson, yeah, brother, this I have. Sweet kiss our liver, not for go alone, mama. Human being can eat it, oh, the deer can eat it. Kiss our liver. Our liver, no for go alone. Human beings can eat it, or a creature eat it too. Sweet, living is sweet, oh, where the rich or poor. Why not pray for a long fellow? He can pray for long life. As long as they're living, the better we grow. You take it from me right today, oh, Peter will take it from you tomorrow, mama. Hey, you take it from Peter today, oh, Paul will take it from you tomorrow. Fine, power is fine, oh, it can make you heavy. Looking like a crook, you know, a way to capsize. Kesawalia, mama, no for go alone. When I pray for long fellow, he always pray for long life. As long as they're living, the better we grow. Sweet kiss our liver, no for go alone. That's enough for one person, oh, it's a matter of time, papa. Our time is a lesson, yeah, brother, this I had. I'm about the way, never where my way gone. Be your woe. I'm about to way up. Sweet kiss our liver, not for go alone, yeah. Sweet kiss our liver, not for go alone. You take it from Peter today, Paul will take it from you tomorrow, mama. Sweet, living is sweet, oh, where the rich or poor. Why not pray for a long fellow? He can pray for long life. As long as they live, the better we grow. Far power is far. It can make you heavy. It's just like a volcano. It way to capsize. Sweet, sweet kiss our liver. Not for go alone. He must be can eat it. Or a picture can eat it. Kiss our liver. Kiss our liver. Oh, sweet kiss our liver. You take it from me today, oh, Paul will take it from you tomorrow, mama. You take it from me right today, oh, mother will take it from you tomorrow. Fine, fine, oh, fine, fine. May your fever. Well, people do to you, you have to cry. Has enough for one person, oh, it's a matter of time.
And so, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on location where you're watching us from this time. We'd like to welcome you this evening to BKS Online TV and welcome to the HITAL program here on BKS TV. On the HITAL, we say dialogue and not confrontation. We say words and not bullet. We comes to you every Monday through Fridays, every Monday through Sunday, beginning at 8 o'clock p.m. to 10 o'clock p.m. Liberia time. My name is Junior Payne, your regular host of the show, and today is the last day of the month of September. Hopefully, in a few hours from now, we will be entering the month of October. So, we'd like to wish all of you all the very best as we anticipate of entering the new month. But let's recognize a few of our followers on the show this evening. Good evening to you, Siawete Zoget Tour. My brother, it's been a long time. Abraham Yanzi, welcome to the show this evening. How you doing, brother? Mark Tuazama is also watching us this evening from Yekipa, Nima County. Mark, how you doing? Siliki Tori, as always, Siliki is here. Siliki, good evening. Welcome to the show too as well. Jarus Kato Jr., he said, good evening, Junior. I'm watching you live from Logwatuo border, a proud son of District 5. Jarus, welcome to the show, Vic Ceiling. How is Logwatuo port of entry? And if you're just joining us, we got, as always, when we come here, we like to recognize all of you before we go to other activities on the show, before we introduce the headlines for the day. But if you're watching us, please help us to share the show with somebody and let somebody share with another person so that we can have a wonderful, wonderful conversation here, Vic Ceiling. Tell us where you're watching us from, Vic Ceiling, and let's recognize you on the show. All of those celebrating graduation today, those of you celebrating wedding anniversary, we'd like to say congratulations to you guys, and we celebrate with you in a very grand staff here too as well. If you are also celebrating your birthday, we want to wish you happy birthday too as well. If you wish to celebrate your birthday in times to come, we'd like to wish you happy pre-birthday too as well. And those of you that have already celebrated your birthday, I wish you belated birthday treat too as well, Vic Ceiling. Welcome to the show, all of you. Those of you listening to us via radio in Butu and its surrounding, we also like to say welcome to the show here, Vic Ceiling. In today's edition of the show, the major discussion we're going to be having here will be the fees collection, the charges that have been taken currently at public hospitals currently. It is to our knowledge with evidence, some of the receipt, patient receipt in our possession, that government hospitals across the country now charges fees. Now, if you don't know, these things were not happening before. Why is it happening now? Why was the communication sent across the country for people to know about this? Or people are just going to the hospitals and then once they arrive, they feel shocked that, okay, you are supposed to pay for this test, you are supposed to pay for this, you're supposed to pay for that. Or the Ministry of Information uh, disclosed this out to the people? Because I remember recently there was a document flying all over Facebook from JFK, and the management of JFK had to come outside to say they were anticipating on that, but that hasn't been confirmed. So, that was not something that they will do without the public being notified. But now it is taking effect across the country. Now, the question is, did the Ministry of Information notify the public, or this is just happening at a surprise to patients or caretakers that visit or go out of hospitals for treatment? But again, it's going to be a wonderful show here tonight. It's going to be a great one. 11 minutes past 10 o'clock in Rwanda and 11 minutes past 8 o'clock in Liberia. Those of you just joining us, would like to welcome you to the show, Vic Sealing. School has resumed. The academic year 2025-2026 started already, September 1, and it will continue until next year, July. So we will take this break with a quizzing competition. We'll take a break with this one, and when we come back, we will dive into our today's conversation here. Stay with us and keep listening. This was a game organized by the Liberia Media for Democratic Initiative, and it was the game between Shirley Coleman versus Rick's Institute. So let's give it up to LMDI for VIX one. We will be right back. Stay with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. We're trying to find two teams that will meet in the grand finals. This is the second leg. After that, the grand finals. I will now ask Monserrato 1 to move and shake all of the players of Monserrato 2, and you come up for quizzing. Shirley Coleman, Catholic School versus Rick's Institute, Baptist School.
Representing Rick's Institute, I have the following lucubrators, but they will better introduce themselves.
I am Dazia Jigowe.
I am Yamiku Bese Junior, but for today, call me Melvin Kevin, the chemical revenue that will take race to heaven.
I'm Peterson J. Flomo Jr., but for this match, you call me AK. And my name is Christopher A. Lavot Jr. for this match. For today, we refer to today as the VSA, Victory over Shirley Coleman Day, as a myth.
Thank you very much. We now move to Shirley Coleman. 30 seconds. Introduce your playing team.
I am successful Festo Suspense Simon Junior. For this match, I remain constant.
I'm successful Aaron Tester, they will remain constant.
Successful Kadafura Dilano Giwa is my name.
Serving as a humble captain, I'm the successful Mega Clement. I pause.
Ladies and gentlemen, who's moving? Let's do this. Riggs, test your boosters on my instruction. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mr. Captain, talk to me. Is everything okay there?
Yes, sir.
Is everything all right?
Exactly.
Are you sure about that?
Yes,
we
sir.
now move to Shirley Coleman. Test your boosters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mr. Captain, is everything okay there?
Perfect.
Is everything all right?
Absolutely.
Are you sure about that? Question number 1, category language arts. Question number 1, the attitude of belief. Complete my question, Shirley Coleman.
The attitude of belief that affects the erector's ability to present a particular subject.
Your answer.
The bias.
15 points. You are correct. Question number 2. Oh, no. No. I will apply -5 if I have to warn you again. Thank you very much. We proceed. Question number 2. Question number 2. An action verb that takes complete my question. Shirley Coleman.
An action verb that is performed by the subject in the sentence. It's referred to as what?
-5. An action verb that takes a direct object is referred to as what?
Take transitive verb.
10 points, you correct. Question number 2. Number 3. A group of words. Complete my question.
A group of words that has a subject and a predicate and necessary to make a sentence stem as well.
Your answer.
Plus.
15 points, you are correct. Question number 4. The history of the world.
The history of a word and how it erased into a present meaning spelling stem as well.
Your answer.
Etymology.
15 points, you are correct. Question number 5. The last to end language arts in this first half. A noun form. Complete my question, Shirley Coleman.
A noun form by adding ing in a noun form by adding ing is used as a noun. It's referred to as what?
I take that your answer.
Jeru.
15 points, you are correct. That does it for language arts. We now move the category general science. Our scoreboard. Rex Institute 40 points. Shirley Coleman 25. The margin is 15. Who's moving? Science. Question number 1. The regular expansion. Complete my question. Shirley Coleman. Shirley Coleman.
The regular expansion of a set of number in a repeating pattern is stem as well.
Minus 5. The regular expansion of the artery walls caused by the pumping of the heart is called what?
Take the blood pressure.
The blood pressure, I will not take that, we'll take pause. Question number 2. A group of invertebrates, animals, such as insects, centipedes, etc. Complete my question.
Can be termed as what?
I take that your answer.
Take arthropods.
Arthropause.
Arthropod.
What did you say?
I said arthropods or arthropod.
15 points, you are correct. Question number. Question, yes.
Yes, Mr. Gibson. You completed the question. You only said to be stem as what?
No, but the science category, every answer is 15, okay?
Okay.
We proceed. Yeah, there's a new rule, so that we get used to this. Question number 3. A single point tooth that is shaped and used for piercing. Complete my question.
For piercing material or food, can be termed as
Your
what?
answer,
Kedi.
20 points, you are correct. Question number 4. General science. Question number 4. General science. A stage of life that begins with the maturation of, yes, Shirley Coleman.
A stage of life that begins with the menstruation or the blood flow in female is stem as what?
Let me listen to your answer.
Puberty.
20 points, you are correct. Question number 5. Stay on general science. The concentration of a gas, liquid, or solid on the surface of liquid or solid with which it is in contact.
Is stem as what?
Your answer?
Absorption.
15 points, you are correct. That does it for general science. We now move the category social studies. Scoreboard reads, Rick 65, Shirley Coleman 60. The margin is 5. Who's moving? Question number 1. Social studies. How did the Portuguese refer to the territory? Complete my question, Shirley
How
Coleman.
did the Portuguese-
Rex.
How did the Portuguese refer to the territory that lie between the Farmington River and the... I come again. How did the Portuguese refer to the territory that lie between the Farmington River and...
Minus 5. How did the Portuguese refer to the territory that lies between Cape Menserado and the Farmington River in Margibi County?
Pepper Coast.
Wrong. The correct answer is, you are correct for 10 points. Question number 2. Political and social system of the Middle Age in Europe in which Lord gave land to, yes,
in which Lord gave land to vassal in return for services of use of land.
Your answer.
The feudalism.
You are correct for 15 points. Question number 3. Kingdoms that existed from 700 to 1000 in the region between the Sahara and the forests of the South. Yes.
In the forests of the South African.
Your answer.
Take the Eastern Asian kingdom.
I will not take that. Kingdom that existed from the 700s to the 1000 in the region between the Sahara and the forests of the Southwest Africa is referred to as?
Great Zimbabwe.
Wrong. The Ghana Empire. Question number 4. Organization set up after World War I. Complete my question, Rex Institute.
Organization set up after World War I to investigate the problem caused during the war by the various
Your
countries.
answer.
Take the League of Nations.
15 points, you are correct. Question number 5. What is the capital city of what? Yes. I will assume that you did not even ring. We proceed. What is the capital city of, excuse me?
Be fast.
Policy, by which? Rex, your answer. Complete my question.
Or policy by which government controls everything in the citizen it benefit from it be referred to as what?
I will not take that -5. Policy by which stronger nations extend their economic, political, or military control over weaker nations is referred to as Shirley Coleman.
I will whisper anyway.
Say that. Wrong. I will not take that. We proceed. The correct answer is.
Mr. Moderator.
Oh, I'm talking and you're interrupting, Rex. The correct answer is imperialism. Rex, now let me listen to your poem.
Yeah, Mr. Moderator, you were already in flight with reading capital city. And we were already good at that, but to our...
Are you arguing that?
No, sir.
Should I manners from you right away? And what you should be saying right now?
I'm sorry.
We proceed. Category mathematics. Scobarix, Rex Institute, 85. Shirley Coleman, 70. The margin is 15. Question number 1, category mathematics. Simplify. If A is equal to 3, B is equal to 4, evaluate 3B minus A squared. Shirley Coleman, Montserrat 2. 3, 10 points, you are correct. 15 points, you are correct. Question number 2. Question number 2. A mathematical phrase that includes one or more. Complete my question, Rex.
A mathematical phrase that includes one or more other operation and they use variables.
Your answer.
Algebraic expression.
20 points, you are correct. Question number 3. Simplify. 64 raised to the power minus 3 over 2. Yes, Shirley Coleman. Shirley Coleman. Your answer.
8 raised to the power of -3.
Say that again.
Yes, my answer is
Time. 64 raised to the power. Now, my judges still ask me to listen to you. Repeat the same thing you say and you're taking long to do that?
yes. Then my answer be
I will not take that. We proceed. Simplify. 64 raised to the power minus 3 over 2.
512.
You are correct for 10 points.
15.
15 points. Question number 4. A line that divides a parabola. Complete my question. Rex.
A line that divides a parabola can better be referred to as what? A line that can divide a parabola into 2 parts.
Your answer?
Answer Ostibejo.
20 points, you are correct. Question number 5. The last to end mathematics in this first half. Find the midpoint of the line segment passing through these points. Point 1, -4, -6. Point 2. Yes, Shirley Coleman, complete.
yes, Mr. Moderator, is an electrical fault.
-5. Find the midpoint of the line segment passing through these points. Point 1, -4, -6. Point 2, -10, 8. Rex Institute.
-7. The midpoint is equal to parenthesis OB. -7, 1.
15 points, you are correct. That does it for mathematics. We now move the category current events. Current events question number 1. Scoreboard reads, Rick's Institute 155, Shirley Coleman 80, the margin is 75. Rick's, who's moving? Question. Who is the current Minister of Commerce? Rick's Institute.
I gave you Professor Wesley Tefe.
10 points, you are correct. Swap position, coaches interact with your teams. Welcome back. This is the last and the final half. The half that will determine which of these representatives from Montserrado will meet Maryland County in the grand finals. Shirley Coleman, Montserrado 2, any substitution?
Yes.
Introduce the substitute.
I am successful Theophilus Mark Davis II, but for this match I remain constant.
Thank you very much. Rick's Institute, any substitution?
Constant.
Constant. We then proceed into language arts. Question number 1. Is a song like Perm? Complete my question, Shirley Coleman.
A song like Perm that tells a story of the dealing with adventure and romance. Yes,
Your answer.
ballad.
15 points, you are correct. Question number 2. Question number 2. 2 consecutive lines. Yes.
2 consecutive rhyming lines of poetry. Yes, if you have to
Your answer.
Couplet.
15 points, you are correct. Question number 3. Question number 3. The outcome of the complete my question, Rex.
The outcome of the event within a literary work is same as what?
Your answer?
Take the plot.
Wrong. Yes, I saved my breath.
Save your breath. The best solution.
10 points, you are correct. Question number 4. Question number 4. A poem with a shape that suggests, complete my question.
A poem with a shape that suggests a meaning. Yes, if you have to
I take that your answer.
Good
15 points, you are correct. Question number 5. Question number 5. Spell correctly the word. Spell correctly the word logarithm. Yes, Ricks?
Take LOGARITHM.
Say that one.
Take capital LOGARITHM.
You are correct for 10 points. That does it for language arts. We now move the category general science. Scoreboard reads, Rick's Institute 175. Shirley Coleman 135. The margin is 40 in favor of Rick's. Rick's Institute. Who's moving? We now move the category general science. The transformation of an animal from its, yes, Shirley Coleman.
The transformation of an animal from a original home to another in search for food is called
Manners 5. The transformation of an animal from its larval form into its adult form. Yes, Rex?
Take metamorphosis.
15 points, you are correct. Question number 2. The process of an anthropo shedding its complete
exoskeleton is called. The process of an anthropo shedding its exoskeleton.
Your answer?
Moti.
20 points, you are correct. Question number 3. The division of the cytoplasm. Yes,
the division of the cytoplasm in cell division is called.
Your answer?
Cytokinesis.
20 points, you are correct. A process in which steel is coated with zinc to prevent, yes?
To prevent rusting is called.
Your answer?
Fluting or vulcanization.
Say that?
Vulcanization.
I will not take that. A process in which steel is coated with zinc to prevent corrosion or rust is called?
Take steam.
Wrong. Galvanizing or galvanization, not vocal. Question number 5. The extraction of matter from old. Yes, Rex.
Can be termed as what?
I take that.
Take smell.
Wrong. The extraction of matter from old using aqueous chemical solution is called
Fractionation.
wrong. Leaching. That does it for general science. We now move the category social studies. Scope. Yes, Rex.
He said the extraction of metal from an ore is called leaching. I thought leaching was the process by which water removed.
Leaching. Researcher better. The scoreboard read Rex 190. Shelley Coleman 170. The margin is 20. We now move the category social studies. Question number 1. Question number 1, category social studies. A number of cities and suburbs. Yes, Shelley Coleman.
A number of cities in suburb in a particular region with the center of government is referred to as
Let me listen to you.
city states.
I would not take that. I saved my
A
breath.
number of cities and suburbs that blend together into a large urban area can be termed as
Your
what?
answer. 50
Megalopolis.
points, you are correct. Question number 2. What is the capital city of Denmark? Shelley Coleman.
Kiev.
Wrong. What? Yes, I saved my breath.
Take Copenhagen.
You are correct for 10 points. An official announcement issued by President Abraham Lincoln in 1863. Shelley Coleman, complete my question.
In 1863, proclaiming the national country that all slaves are free is called
Let me hear your answer.
Emancipation Proclamation.
15 points, you are correct. Question number 4. What is the official currency of Cyprus? Rex Institute.
Take pound.
Wrong. Cyprus. Shelley Coleman. Official currency of Cyprus.
Euro.
10 points, you are correct. Question number 5. The last to end social studies. The tendency of a country's people. Complete my question, Rex Institute.
The what?
Minus 5. The tendency of the country's people to move from rural area to cities is called
Urbanization.
10 points, you are correct. That does it for social studies. We now move the category mathematics. Score reads Rex Institute 210, Shelley Coleman 205. The margin is 5. Ladies and gentlemen, who's moving? Who's dropping? Let us now find out. Question number 1. Identify disconnect section. I repeat. Identify disconnect section. X squared over 4 plus. Complete my question, Rex. Is that you?
A square over 4 plus Y square over 9 equal to 1.
Your answer
Is
20 points. You are correct. Question number 2. Simplify. Minus 1,000 raised to the power 2 over 3. Rex Institute.
minus 100.
15 points. You are correct. Question number. Yes. Shelley Coleman, you wrong?
Yes, Mr. Gibson. Please allow my mathematician.
Please.
Yes, the question is just read. My opponent missed the question.
Please repeat the question to me.
The question is here minus 1,000 raised to the power of minus 2 over 3.
No. Raised to the power 2 over 3. Can we proceed?
Yes. It's still wrong.
It's still wrong.
Yes, it's here minus 100.
He said minus 100 and I said he's correct.
It's not correct.
Why?
Because if you multiply,
First of all, answer the following question for me easily. What is the cube root of minus 1,000?
minus 10.
Speak through the
Minus
magnet.
10.
The cube root of minus 1,000 is what?
Minus 10.
When you square is what?
Positive 100.
Positive 100. Now, you sure you're saying the right thing?
Yes.
Now, minus 1,000 raised to the power 2 over 3. Ladies and gentlemen, Shelley Coleman have won a debate. The question now will be removed from Rex and turned over to Shelley Coleman for 15 points. That's the rule. We proceed. Shelley Coleman will now receive the 15 points. We proceed. Question. Question number 4. Category mathematics. Find the range given the set of data 4, 6, 10, 121, 31, and 7. Shirley Coleman.
117.
117, you are correct for 15 points. Question number 5. May I have your attention? Question number 5. The score right now, if you listen up on our radio, Rex 230, Shirley Coleman 235. The margin is 5. Mathematics. Find the slope and the y-intercept of this equation. The equation reads 4x plus y equal 12. Rex Institute.
The slope is -4. The y-intercept is 12.
15 points, you are correct. That does it for mathematics. We now move to current events. Both teams kindly rise. The score reads Rex Institute 245, Shirley Coleman 235. The margin is 10. Who's moving? Current events. Name correctly the 2 presidential candidates. Your completion.
Name complete corrected the 2 presidential candidates that participated in the 2017 election that were present here.
Your answer.
Honorable Madonna Winter and Honorable Simon Freeman.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's over. Shirley Coleman, 50 points. You are correct. Sister Shirley Coleman, 250. Rex Institute, 245. Rex Institute. Shirley Coleman, welcome to the grand finals.
And so let me say good evening to you, my brother, friend, big brother, Shadrach G. Togbe. How you doing this evening, Chief?
Good evening, Junior. I'm doing pretty good. They've been very intensive for me for the past 2 days.
I know. Monday is always, tough everywhere. Especially those of you that are working. Monday gets difficult. But it's great having you on the show here this evening. Let's hear you what's on your mind before we go to today's discussion.
Well, thank you, Gino. Once again, good evening to our followers across the group. I've been away for 2 days, a couple of things happening in our country and around the world. So, like, I listened to the various speakers during the 18th UAG conference.
Mhm.
I listened to the president of Israel.
Mhm.
He was talking something that caught my attention in regard to the Palestinian, right? So
Mhm.
how they've been attacking the Jews and the Christian, but down the wall and saying their acts. So he went on by saying, even the Palestinians, they are indoctrinating their children with their old culture. So when you look at their curriculum, nothing has changed. They are still teaching the old book, century back, in the sense that they are not changing their way of thinking about society to adapt other culture to live with other people. The same thing, they are like indoctrinating their children with it. So for him, he will not relearn to react to the action against the Israelites. So I was comparing that with our society as well. When I look at our teaching staff, the way we respond to issue in the 21st century, it's like we also not thinking about adapting systems. We as Liberians, we are still thinking that the way things were looking at 30 years ago, 40 years ago, it should always be the same. Like how Liberia was looking in the 80s, in the 70s, when we heard our parents saying, "Deal with the days, they tell you to take off from the road to our houses." We agree at that time it was like that. But you should also consider at that time the population of the country at that time. So as the population grows, the thing will change, society will change, different activity will add to the living standard of our living standard, let me say. So we cannot be thinking with the method we used 50 years back in the 21st century. When 50 years back, we now used to talk on phone like day. Gion is sitting in Rwanda. I'm looking at Gion live. We're talking to each other through video calls, and the whole world watching myself talking to each other from studio. Before then, it was a radio where the broadcaster talking, everybody sits, knows, and listen to the person. They don't see the person, his position, you don't see it. So if teaching that way, we should also know that life will never go back. We will not. So we should know we should base our argument, our curriculum, our activities, our plan for the country 10, 15, 20 years from now. We should be projecting. Today we are 5 million. Next year will be 5.3, 5.4. Things will change. The community you live today that you get 50,000 people, when it increases to 100,000, do you think that it will be the same? No way. The people get congested. The revenue buy $10. Somebody say that 200 because the buy increase. When the buy increase, the price will increase. I try to compare his analysis with our art these days. Sometimes we criticize the government. And I agree with all criticizing the government as well, because the government too should know that as changes, they have to change their method of ruling the country. They have to change their approach towards society, the reality of society. You will not base on the formula yesterday that solved a problem for you to solve a problem 5 years from now, or 3 years from now, or even a year from now. Because there will be different now in the 80s, the way you have climate change. Our parents never heard about climate change that much. But these days about climate change, what's happening? Industrialization, changing the entire world. The Western countries don't have how do you call it, forests to protect their environment, to give them that kind of natural air. They are affecting the society. That's why they talk about conservation. To really get forests that will protect the natural environment of the world. So we have to change our mindset, our attitude, to look at the reality of life at this present event. Then looking back, in the 80s, it was the day. No. Things are changing, my brother. So we got to change our mind toward the reality of life, to solve problems, especially public servants, those in leadership, government. They got to change their attitude, their approach towards society. Next year, there'll be different things coming up. Look at the Donald Trump policy that says he withdrew all the support for USAID to every country that he was supporting them. What happened? Government, you got to think to fill in that gap for your citizens. People who are working with USAID, how they call it, sponsor program, they are all sitting home, hungry. They don't have job. What can the government do? Is to try fill in that gap for those citizens who also be affected in that particular area, to be incorporated in society so they can feed their family as well. Because when he will change the policy to say, okay, let me open the program, let the people know, go ahead. That's country money, that's right. But 50 years back, 10 years back, 5 years back, we have the project around here, and you open up, people are working, getting money, sustaining your family. But it's closed down. Can we say they will come back to open for you? No. You got to look for borderline or a source of income that you will take $2 or $3 million and say, okay, the program that run the malaria program or the HIV program that was sponsored by USAID, let it be sponsored by government. Then the institution open. It can either be an annex to the government, or it can also be a private sector, but it can be sponsored by the government. The same way American people are sponsoring you. So I'm trying to say teaching matching attitude with that statement made by the Israel president is a reality. It will based on the old doctrine, our old method of teaching, the old curriculum. We're not teaching anything for our society, our generation to come. Because we're teaching them to say, okay, things have no history of 1847, 1816. Is it a reality I'm starting now? No, it changed. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Shadrach. Let's welcome to the show this evening, Sewete Zoget-Tua. Sewete, let's hear you achieve what's on your mind this evening.
Yeah, thank you, John. Good evening to Shadrach. I mean, it's a pleasure to be back. Thanks for holding the ground. We appreciate you for your moderation. I followed the show these few days just about engagement. Thank you very much for holding the show. I mean, when you were playing the quizzing stuff, I was getting in that mood because that's my own game. Yes, during our days, in high school, we really went into it and we won trophies. It used to be a time where even we used to focus on studying for quizzing game, and as compared to even studying for the normal stuff. That's how we went to national exam, and then it was just it was not really hard because when we look at when it comes to current event, geography, the sciences, and all of that, it was really good. And during the era of Madam Nonkido, that was the hallmark, of the Ganta school system. Anyone who went to school in Ganta at the time around 2009, 10, 11, in between there, before she left in 2011, that was the hallmark of academic excellence. You look at the like of Princeton Lofin, and those were people too from Ganta Methodist. The late Sebastian James were on debate team and the quizzing team together. So I mean, it was that's where we used to meet. So when I saw the guys, meaning when the intercepting questions and all of that, it carried my mind. Say yes, that's the boy. So I mean, we still need to regenerate those, those attitudes, because it's important. Most time when we see people going for Super Friday, people going for people going for high call, people going for
Friday for everybody.
Super Friday, people going for Wild Friday, all those things. I mean, it just look funny to me, but we also need to bring that into our curriculum, and also need to bring about the issue of civics in our curriculum. It's very important. I don't understand why up to now people the issue of civics is out of the curriculum, because people now they don't even they are not even able to recite the national anthem, and they are not even able to recite. They are not even able to recite the how you call it, the other one. So there are a lot of things.
A pledge.
Yeah, I mean the national anthem. So there are a lot of things we are leaving behind. Even the fundamental of our constitution, where people need to know a little right. Service before you could challenge somebody when somebody says something. The governance, because it squarely has to do with governance, and and all of that. But now it is out. Most of our children, we don't have. Even now they don't teach Bible in school, because human right, they call secular state. I mean, there are a lot of things that is now out of our curriculum that need to be revised. Sajwaden, who are in the academic side, like education, we also need to do those proposals to project it, because we cannot be in a country where right now I bet you ask somebody what the meaning of the labyrinth flare. What that star is for. People can be going around asking people, what are those guys? People don't even answer. They'll just, oh my man, I flare, that thing I want, and they 11 they want for they want. They will not explain to you. So, and you see, even our generation, people are even forgetting most time because we don't have those things to even read on it as well. See, so I mean, it was actually a good time for some of us doing those time. It was actually remarkable. And when I saw the guys tonight, I already wonder that video from you. I will appreciate you sending it to me for me to really go, on the air. I pray that one of these days I will stage a tournament, even not in Ganta, but in district, in my district, maybe probably Ganta or maybe Ban area, so that the people can regain the spirit. Man, those things give people opportunity. It give people scholarship. That's why you see today.
No, I'm not cutting you off. Those boys that were playing for Rick's Institute, when they won this game, I remember that time Sir Joseph gave them a scholarship to go to Cyprus to go to school. And I think when UN was still in Liberia, they did extremely well. I remember that time we did a spelling bee competition. I was fortunate to represent Nima, but one of begin from Montreal beat me. And we had Laza, people coming from Yekepa, people coming from Ganta. We had intercity spelling bee, we had intercity quizzing competition. And after that, LMDR took over it. LMDR did their best. But now since Tony Gibson left, everything is just like that. And in just what you were saying, in the Constitution of Liberia, Article 10 says our laws, our fundamental laws, our constitution should be taught across every high school or every learning institution. And that what brought civics into being. But now civics are not taught anymore. Nobody teaches civics again. So people don't know their right, people don't know their responsibility. You will see a group of people will get together, they organize themselves, they go on the street, they say they're going to protest, not knowing there are procedures you follow before you organize these kind of things in Liberia. But because the Constitution is not taught, because civics is not taught anymore, people do things out of ignorance. And it's killing us slowly. It's definitely killing us. A high school student in the 12th cannot sing the national anthem of the country. That's sad for us. That's really sad. But
even right now, right? Like you said, most people. That's why when some of my relatives, when they send me text message and then they sending it with number, I said, "Why is that? Send number? How do I understand number?" When I say maybe 4, they say 4. All kind of things. So I mean, there are a lot of disparity in the current. It was not 100%, neither 80%, but there was some value attached, to education. These days, there's no beating game because of human rights. My brother, we used to do our permanent like this. Study class teacher, our people brother there, they can't teach you. 2 times to this time, they gave you from this one. They say read from this vocabulary, then spelling. They say you get this time to study from this time. So what we are trying to say, those are things that also encourage parents. They also it motivates you and it gives you proud when you enter and when you get on campus. Oh, that question in there.
That time, man. You being a quitter in school, you are genius.
So, I mean, on the flip side, we appreciate the president. I mean, he arrived today.
Mm-hmm.
We give God the glory for, his safe arrival. There were a lot of conversation. The president and his team, they will unveil that to us to know what is, why it's in package for us. And we also want to thank, for me personally, I want to thank Senator Yantoine for his advocacy. My only thing that we have reached out to him, but most time I'll say this on this platform. I don't care, but I think for us as a platform, I think in my mind we are being overlooked by the senator because we have extended invitation to him personally, rating his COS, and they are they have decided to get to us, and up to now they haven't done. But if OKFM, how they call Spoon FM, and the rest of the people, when they get to them, they will rush to them. But mind you, when it's electionary period, you'll see them running to the radio station, going to air their voices. To me, in my mind, when I see them running to these places, and I must commend those lawmakers that muster the courage to come on this platform. What we are doing, Gian, I don't think it is in no way contravene the interests of the Nima people. What we are doing is our own people, they are not paying any money to come and air their voice to the people. We share it on other platforms. When he's coming here, the same way OKFM and other radio stations air them, that's the same thing we are doing. We are not demanding you for anything. We are inviting you. But I don't know how they take the radio station or maybe the platform. But I will personally call a COS and express that to him. I felt very discouraged since the last time I text them and they said they were going to get to me. They did not get to me. But what will happen is when you see campaign coming, that's when you will see people want to flow on the platform. They want to dignify the platform. And that's wrong. I don't want to say Nimbayans or Liberian, but sometimes people overlook as people for some reason. And it is bad. Right? It is bad. We are extended invitation to him. He has refused to come on this platform, I will say. Every time you say, talk to Avin, oh yeah, we'll get back to you. For me, in my mind, I'm not getting to anybody. We just wanted him to, come on the platform and talk to the Nima people because he's answerable to us. What is happening? There are a series of conversations around. There are people who are alleging. Some of us, we are celebrating his advocacy and all of that. So once he appeared on the radio, mind you, where he was first, where Senator Twine was first, petition is Buyao. And this radio station is a station in Buyao, is relay in Buyao. But we extend invitation to him, and as citizens on the platform, he has refused to come. For me, I felt very disappointed when he even posted yesterday that he was going on the OKFM, and I will call them personally to express my dissatisfaction. I never wanted to do it behind closed door because he's a senator, he's answerable to us. So it's a good thing, but Nimba as a country, I think it's relatively cool, and we want to thank the youth and sport and FIFA also for the preparation of the Ganda Sport page. As a matter of fact, FIFA decentralization process, project is going on. I think the Sanikole project is also on. Mm-hmm. And then the Ganda Sport page now, is ready for activities. So, Mustafa Raji and his team and the Ministry of Youth and Sport, they are doing pretty well. We must commend them. At least in our country now, we got our artificial turf. Hopefully, in Sanikole, we will have. So, as we move on, once the topic comes, we will discuss. And good evening to DK Way. I'm seeing B to your name. Wow, is that Belonia?
it might be billionaire, but because the
broker, maybe broker or billionaire, because the president came from a diaspora conference.
And he was there. He was one of the delegates.
My very good friends, they are on the diaspora conference, Comrade Bob Kato and that of Minister Mansour as well. They are exploring. So I'm very happy for them. When they come back, we'll also invite them to give us the experience of Chunk Country. So, it's a good show, John. Shortly, that's John DK. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. DK, let's hear you what's on your mind this evening, Chief.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thanks for always being here. Guano, how about you? Siawete, how are you? And our dynamic host. So, Chelsea won again. But I think for over 5-3 games now, we've been playing. They always giving us red card. Yeah, so they had to get João Pedro red card before the game just ended. So, anyway, that was the return of the special one, Jose Mourinho. Jose. Jose Moreno.
Yeah.
Beyond that, Bob, and I attended the program briefly on Sunday when I took them back. They spent the night with me, and so where the program is happening is 1 hour 45 minutes away from me. So yeah, so and where they stay to my friend Isaac place is like 1 hour and 5 minutes from me. Yeah, that's just the same city about just like you driving to go to Banga, just in the same city like that. So yes, so I should be visiting them. I'm supposed to go for Othello on Thursday. Yes, but only the distance is the issue. But it was good. I attended the program briefly on Sunday when I took them. On Sunday, they dedicated my daughter, my quote unquote last baby, my gate. So they spend the weekends with us, let's say one night. But the thing that giving me a hard time, I think the time difference. Look at it, I can be lecturing in the car to go. They sleeping already on you. Yeah. So it was nice connecting with them, man. Let them explore. I went to the program on Sunday, briefly met a whole lot of old friends. Yes, I met a whole lot of old friends, and oh, you been here? We can see you. But I didn't have time because I had to drive back, and we stay house vineyard. I went to our house, so I had to come back. So it was good. So what news? What news? Politics. Where Cool and Koga? You don't want to talk about that again. Their marriage break apart. The what people call the happy rap. The happy rap. The NDR. The NDR people they break apart already. That bring the people that news. That news.
We were trying to bring.
Yeah, we need to look for people that are connected to them. My understanding is Representative elect Koto Kwagu will be certificated hopefully this week, anytime this week. They were to do it a week ago, but NEC were proposing to do it in Sanikole because their building was in use. And the representative said, no, I want you to give my certificate to me right in Central Monrovia. Yeah, I take it to GT Bank. Yeah, they credit me some money. I go to development in my district. So I hope that he will take it so that at least he can start doing what he promised for us and our people in Buya. Other than that, we are good. Joe brought a very fun topic yesterday about education, our educational system. And so those are things that we need to talk about. Our teachers, most of our teachers in the villages are not qualified. Some were high school dropped out, but they've been providing services for us. So we need to talk about those things, including the hospitals, whether Qatar will build another clinic for us to add to the already six we have, new schools, or upgrade the building, Simi High School, the Buto High School, and the Temple, so that we can have additional learning facilities in the place. Other than that, I'm good. Let's talk.
Thank you, DK. The major topic we'll be discussing tonight, since all the panelists are here, I wanted to replay one of the quizzing clip, but we do not have much time, so we have verified information about few government hospitals in Nima and across Liberia that are currently collecting fees. Now, if you can remember recently, there was a leaked memo from JFK Medical Center about the same fees collection, and JFK did a report that they were contemplating on that, but they are not certain and they are not concluded on it that they will be collecting fees. But now across the country, all of the hospitals, all of the government hospitals, fees are being collected. Now, the question to us panelists is, were the librarians people in the know of this thing? And the next question is, What happened to the free health care that the government promised since an early regime? What happened to it now? Have there been any publicity about this thing that when you go at the hospital, you will be taxed to pay certain fees? Because some of the patients and caretakers that I spoke with from George Way Harley Hospital that sent me some of their receipts because of patients' confidentiality. We cannot share the receipt on here. They said some of them, they just went there to get treatment, the treatment that they got before for free. Now, before they even do checkup on you, they tell you to pay. Before checkup is done on you, you should pay first. If you cannot pay, they will not check you. Where are we heading to as a country? And I would want to start with Shadrach. The reason I want to start with Shadrach is because I want to link this thing back to our conversation yesterday. What is the current status of our curriculum in Liberia? All the schools, are they using the same curriculum, or people design their own curriculum that they use? Because in other schools, there are 7 subjects being taught to 10 and 12 students. In other schools, 15 subjects are being taught. In other schools, 20 subjects. In other schools, 10. Is our curriculum being revised, or are we still using the one that DK used in 1990, the one that Shadrach used in 1990? Are we still using the same curriculum, or it has been revised to the 21st century curriculum that people use across the world? Now, let's start with you, Shadrach.
And I'm the education minister.
You worked in education before.
Thank you, Gene. Yeah, so I think in my introductory statement, I a bit mentioned, but it was in a different form. But again, let me say, when you talk about curriculum, no revised or not, I will tell you, I'm not educational minister, but with the little experience I have from that particular entity when I worked there as IT supervisor, we did printing books. So the books will refer to our curriculum, I will be printing books. But I can say we are not revised. What do that mean? Even if we revise the curriculum, and we have, let's say, for example, we have 12 subjects. Well, when we were in school, what you mentioned in the 90s, some of us were doing 18 subjects in high school. Plenty things. But these days, some schools offer 12 subjects, some 10, some 13. I think maximum these days we are at the year 15 or 14, if I'm not mistaken. I stand to be corrected. But what is happening is actually about the entire system lack monitoring system. Let's say, for example, you give the curriculum to a school in Bukonima, Bon County, and this man teaching his own history note that he has with him since 1991. Because the history instructor, he had taught a particular subject for almost 15 years. He got used to that particular note subject. It does not change that particular note. So for that reason, when you go to class, the student say, "Oh yeah, Mr. XYZ, he knows the thing. He can't be looking book, but he's not looking in the book that been revised by the ministry to teach new things within it. But the one he got used to, that's why he comfortable with no teaching. And that's because the ministry now monitoring across the country to know. So I don't call it a reverse curriculum. Because if you reverse it, you should have the capacity to monitor across the country and make sure that what you be sent out there is being taught by everybody. So, like you already said, almost 80% of the schools in the Liberia, they're doing their own thing. They only use the name or education, curriculum, standard whatsoever. But if you really monitor the system and go across the country, 80% of the schools doing their own thing. There are just a few major high schools in the country that education based on to go do evaluation also, so at some point in time. But we are still lacking the innovation of changing things around. Like I said this, in my first introductory statement, we are still lacking of changing ideas. We have technology. When I can tell you a product, I can sit here and say, nobody can come and tell me say Allah, and they will say yes, it's in the writing. I propose a smart box in that ministry where you will be able to sit even at the central office as a minister and monitor across the country the performance of your teachers, the performance of those students, to at least get some control of your county education officers and district education officers, so to push them against the wall. Let me say that way, in the simplest form, that they can go beyond just supervision, but do actual monitoring evaluation in various classes. It's not happening. And that smart box, just I call Junior. To my utmost surprise, when I introduced that idea to the people and they saw it was very important. While we were pushing that the carpet can be in the public for students to even get a carpet in various homes. For example, if you put a curriculum in the cloud today, that single mathematics, it will go across the country on our platform. That child in Aliko Grace will get a copy, that child in Riverside will get a copy, child in Grandia will get a copy, so that no teacher will do their own notes as per their comfort or their understanding, but as per curriculum of the Ministry of Education. They brought in different things that if the country will not succeed, the major issue in the country's implementation is about sustainability. They will bring out things that will not succeed at the end of the day when they do not back up. At the end of the story, I'm a living witness. We have had a lot of projects in that ministry, active projects to revamp education. But at the end of the day, what did they go? Zero. Because we cannot sustain the way in which the donor can propose to you and give it to you the imposing things that you can't keep. Joe, you can't afford $14, $200 per month. Then somebody get you no car to ride. How can you get that car? When a car tire boy, how will you buy a new one? When a break even, how will you face it? So it's like giving you a responsibility that you can't maintain, a burden for you. So donor will come when they get the money, say we got 50 million. That 50 million they want to pour this technology into your school, technology into the education. We'll do the one. You will not assessing your the affordability of that particular technology that tomorrow when the donor leaves, you can sustain it, so that it will be meeting for the system to be used for years. So because they're bringing money, they do this. They don't have experience. The thing that works in Portugal, they can't work like people easily. Because Portugal has the ability, they got the capacity, they got the knowledge, they got the finance to maintain that particular project, that system. That what the thing that work in Ghana, they can't work like Liberia here. The mindset of Ghana, the Ghanaian government is different. To maintain that system to work perfectly for them for years, they put aside a budget that will maintain that system. But we bring it like people say, okay, yes, politicians will take it. Unless to go do impact project, quite impact project rather. When we do it, at the end of the day, after 2 years, you can't maintain it. Donors gone, project finished, everything closed. I'm a witness to many projects, I don't know, millions of dollars. From 2018 up to present, I was one of the key members that designed the infrastructure for no education in terms of ICT across the country. I built it. So, but the procurement aspect, they will take people in the hands of the donors, the experts, expatriates. They will leave that entire project in their hands to buy equipment. You go buy one server, 50,000, 30,000, lessons, that to $18,000 to renew license. Can education ministry buy that license after donor leaves? No. The biometric system for fingerprint, our ministry that we use to track down ghosts. The license of that server alone, it was $18,000 US, and we have 5 of that servers in education. That it is about 5. So when the license guy expire, I wrote the management to buy a new license. They wouldn't buy it. At the end of the day, the system will close down. Now they are using manual ID card. Do it yourself effective to track down no ghosts? No. So our problem is we're not thinking to reverse anything to sustain it, to move it. The idea should be sustainable. It should be quick impact project. We are past that level. This time, no, but we in a day now that our projection should be a long-term impact, a not quick impact project at this time. We're no longer in war period. So we shouldn't make no decision based on quick impact project or people how they call it, they can capitalistic, no attitude. Let's do it, let people see it quickly, but any they can't sustain it. That's the problem we have. Curriculum across the country, you know, on the book is there, but in totality, in teaching, in various classes, in various schools, it's not happening. Almost 80% of schools doing their own thing, to be real. I've been there, I know what's happening. Thank you.
Thank you, Shadrach. Sewete, let's hear you, Chief.
Yeah, thank you, Jim. I think I was on the phone when you were speaking, but I think the little one, if you can just. But what I heard, for me in my mind, you know, education in Liberia remain one of the challenges we had in our country, and even
Sewete, you are muted.
Sorry. No, I was saying, I said education in Africa is actually a challenge. For us, what happened? For us as a nation, I think we got a very huge challenge, you know, when this one, there's no politics about that because it affects our generation. So for me, I mean, there are a lot of things we ought to do as a people. And I must commend the current administration, the current minister and her team. They are trying, they are doing their best. You know, what happening to us as a country, Liberia, for me, when we are speaking, sometimes we love to speak from data and also the financial strength that we have as a nation. Liberia, we have a population of, let's just say, 5.5 or 5.3, 5.2 million, because the census in 2022, we did not really get the actual stuff because people are challenging it. But the actuality is that we are in 5 million now. Yeah, due to that, you know, we have series of challenges, and most of these entities, one of the problems is the issue of budget constraint. We must be fair to that. Liberia is the only country, as tend to be corrected, in the sub-region that is still operating in less than $1 billion. And even with those projections that are made, 80% of those budgets are raised in domestic revenue. And we Liberians, we are not mustered the courage to pay tax. My disappointment, we won't reach our target in most of these areas, in those thematic areas, because government has not reached to that level. Because we just, you know, call the budget, and at the end of the day, most of our revenue is raised in a country, domestic revenue, and you got 70 some more percent or 80%, and you know, is left in recurring expenditure, which means we're talking about salary. So how do you got a revenue base that is heavily sponsored by, and you know, say our budget 40% come from, you know, how you call, from donors, partners, 60% from government. How do you run budget like that? So at the end of the day, most of those entities will get challenged. You get recurring expenditure, you got maybe let's say 800,000, but then you get 400 or less, some 500,000 as recurring expenditure. At the end of the day, how much remains for government to develop? You get less than 200,000 to, let's just say 200 million. What? One ministry. Just imagine agriculture ministry projected 50 million for this growing budget year to have a comprehensive agriculture program that will at least alleviate any of the agriculture challenges we have. What I'm trying to say about the issue of education is not just, you know, saying it. It's about the application. It's a very big and huge sector. People feel that when we say education in Liberia, it's only about going and sitting down and reviewing a blackboard. No, I think Sajwa have vast knowledge to that. We have youth and sport that should be sponsored because there's a TVET program. In education too, we also have the TVET program as well. So all of these programs, those vocational and technical training institute, and even you got those ZOZO, KRTTR, those different training institute, it need to be empowered. Even the private ones like LACOSA and other institutions, because they are also providing services. So once they are not sponsored, like those government entity, it becomes a challenge. I can be clear with that. So with those guys, if our budgetary allocation or our projection cannot raise up to $1 billion, we will still, I don't care which minister you bring into the educational area in any of those sectors, we cannot reach the benchmark. As a matter of fact, Liberia, we are just different. I must say this. Most of those things for us, we did WAEC a few years back when we were doing our WAEC. This time the children are doing a WAS, where they got the application of those things they are learning for practical and all of that. I bet you most of the children don't even have the capacity at the University of Liberia. You don't have. Then I have that one. Yeah. So to be frank with you, once we don't have the budget, money is what makes things to happen. If we don't, Liberians, we don't pay tax. I must be frank with you. We don't pay tax. So at the end of the day, all your budget, recurring expenditure, depending on somebody. If you even look at the USAID program, the key areas is what? Health, education, the issue of rule of law, all these sectors. At the end of the day, you see, USAID was the higher donors in Liberia. The first next to them is how you call them, this entity. So all of these people now, if you don't have those support, it collapse. You have a huge challenge. So for me, in my mind, if the people don't have the budget, they will not work. If they don't have the money to work, they will not work. So for me, in my mind, that's where the challenge is. But another thing too is our leaders, people who are into this strategic position, also need to think outside the box. Some of these multilateral and bilateral institutions, what they wait for is just the communication, how you can your proposal, how you can strengthen it and be very strong. You can win it because you got to attract your partners. But I think that's another challenge too that we have as a country. But like this few times, we have one of our friends, Alan James. I think he won the best teacher award last year, and then this year he also won the best African teacher award in Angola among all African instructors. And the guy teaches in Tape Memorial High. He had even made trip to the US. I think it was last year or 2023, something like that. So we had the capacity. We just need, the financial stuff. That's all. But in my mind, if we don't have the capacity, the entity don't have the capacity, we will not do anything. That's what I can say. But the greater responsibility, for example, right, school that I graduated from, administrators, they are now also supervising the institution. Monitor and evaluation is very important. That's one of the lapses that our school system had. For example, of recent, you heard somebody on tape, and you get your exam, you had to go and bribe the person. So there's a challenge of our system that need to be overhauled. Even you've been a great president in this place in Liberia, if we don't have people to monitor, because one person will not do all. The man will not be sitting down behind computer, going to dean, going to chairman, going to vice principal, going to this person. It requires patriotism and focus to the process. That's how we succeed. Well, I don't just see it as I'm looking at from a holistic point that requires serious attention. So for me, in my mind, that's how I see it. People graduate from school, they don't even know keyboard on the computer. They don't know anything. We still got a system. We still got we still got system problem. We still got curriculum. That's why I keep saying curriculum. But this time, people graduate from university, going to masters, going to, undergrad, but we don't know keyboard. It's very disgraceful. So you travel and go to other countries, you're forced to learn it, you're forced to go on YouTube, be learning all kind of things all day. So there's a problem. Computer lab, we don't even have. So all of these things, the bottom line is money. And how do we raise that? The greater responsibility to government, the national government. Mind you, we have a central government. But now I think with the revenue sharing act and all those things they are putting together, maybe if it take effect, the superintendent and the rest of the local government will be able to do well with some of these things once we suggest it to them. So that's what I can say for that topic.
Thank you so much, Siawate. Lorena, let's hear you. Shadrach and Siawate, you guys can check in a group, but Lorena is speaking in our regular group chat.
Good evening. Thank you, Junior. Thank you, Siawate, and thank you to Shadrach. Thank you to our viewers on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you for taking your time to follow the show. And to our listeners in Radio Land, I want to say thank you so much. You are the reason why we are here. We appreciate you every night for tuning in. So on the issue of education, just before the end of Madame Talib administration, she said our education system was a mess. And so the CDC-led government took over that mess, and they thought they could improve it, which was what Liberian thought, because we said the president has said in the way they put it, the boy got the country at heart. And then he even one time said he was bringing 6,000 teachers from Nigeria, but I think they had issue with that. With that flight, they did not reach to Liberia. So it means that mess continue. And then this administration came in, and it is our hope that this administration will do better, will improve the sector. Owing to one fact that the current minister was a consultant in the Ministry of Education before, and then owing to the fact that she worked in the U.S., where she know what it means for a system to be functional and for a system to be dead. And we see her making a lot of trips across the globe. We hope that our schools can reflect those trips that she makes across the world. She went to UNESCO, I think like twice. She went to Paris, just around the world. So we know why it is true that our education sector is a mess or has been a mess. We also know that there have been some improvement, but they need to do better. Because, for example, school administrators are not being supervised, neither are teachers being supervised to see whether they're even making lesson plan. Somebody was saying on the show last night that I think what year they said your uncle or DK where your uncle is a teacher, but he got a lesson plan. For like maybe 5 years ago, he said he just with the new school year, you go by the same lesson plan. And things are changing. So you cannot just say your lesson plan from 1992, you will have it all every time using it in class. So supervision need to be strengthened so that because when you are doing supervision, the teachers will definitely revise or make up to date lesson plan and go by that lesson plan. You see, UC was actually doing good days. Early childhood and primary education, a very good curriculum, and the National Commission on Higher Education was just about to roll it out to other schools because it was just in selected schools. and then the whole USA and Trump thing happened. So there's still a lot we need to do in the education sector, like many other sectors. It is not unique to education. Many other sectors are challenged. Like I always say, if the government wants it to improve, they will improve it. And the way they will improve it, I mean, in the hands of the government, it's not in the hands of foreign partners, unless they don't want to improve it. I'm hopeful this government will campaign on rescuing the nation, rescuing the system. I'm hopeful that Minister Jasso and her team will improve on supervision, will improve on a lot of things that you can get the bench, every child one chair, every child one bench. All those things you can do, you can give free copy books. But if the teachers themselves are not up to the task, our children will still be singing national anthem that is speaking to you. I'm saying Gio because that particular song was the school that was involved was in a Gio community. So I could say Mano is in a Mano community. So yes, our education system is challenged, but we are hopeful that there will be improvement. That next year by this time we'll be giving testimony of the improvement in the sector. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madam Lorena. We will go for a break, and we will return to end tonight's conversation. But I urge you guys to check in our chat room while we are on the break. Stay tuned and stay listening to us, folks.
Goodbye to year 2. It's about to happen now. The last time when it happened in year 1, Margibi County came out here in the face of Montserrado, snatched the trophy. Margibi could not make it this time around out here, but now we have Montserrado going against Maryland. It's now Maryland and Montserrado. Will history repeat itself? Maryland, can you answer me? Will history repeat itself?
Definitely.
Will history repeat itself?
Definitely.
Shirley Coleman, you representing Montserrado. Will history repeat itself?
Never.
Speak loudly. Will history repeat itself?
Never.
Shirley Coleman is sounding as if they are afraid. Will history repeat itself?
Never.
Ladies and gentlemen, the dial is cast. That is a sign of a battle. The debate is about to take place. We now quickly move to Maryland County. 30 seconds. Tell me all the players you brought for this competition.
Thank you ever so much. I first of all dedicated march to Sister Mary Laurie Brown, President of the Stella Marie Polytechnics. I want to recognize Mr. P. Mathieu, Mr. Boniface Dalia, and my 2 coaches, Ferdon Gay and that of Jacob Jobo. I have students.
I'm Nathan Academic member of today's Remy, the question of Joia.
Elisha San Sabado Karen is said to be my occupational symbolism.
Prince foreshadowing watch out for part 2 Apoton.
Serving as the editorialist, the Latin War mini captain, I'm Alfred Wedoslaw Jr., but for the sake of this match, just refer to me as the Arturo Rosia, the sorrowful motto run by Jesus Christ to accuse the vacation of pause.
Thank you very much. Montserrado County, 30 seconds. Tell me who you brought.
Before introducing our team, I would like to recognize our administrator, teacher, and student body, and all fans and friends who are here for Sister Shirley Coleman Memorial Catholic School. Representing the Montserrado County, Sister Shirley Coleman, I have 3 brilliant scholars. They can better introduce themselves.
I am student successful Sylvester Suspense Simon Jr. I remain constant. I am successful Henry Destor Derry. I remain constant.
Successful Catafora Dilano Giver is my name.
The successful Mika Clement is my nomenclature. I pause.
Ladies and gentlemen, who's moving? Okay, so let's do this. Maryland County, test your boozers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maryland, is everything okay?
Perfect.
Is everything all right?
Absolutely.
Can we proceed?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Montserrado, test your boozers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is everything all right?
Perfect.
Is everything okay?
Perfect.
Can we proceed? We proceed. Question number 1, category language arts. A brief story of Perm. Yes, Shirley Coleman, Montserrado County.
A brief story of Perm. Often A brief story or poem, often with animal characters and intended to teach a moral lesson.
Your answer.
The fable.
15 points, you're correct. Question number 2. Identify the literary device used in the sentence. No wonder why. Complete my question. Maryland County.
No wonder why he was defeated.
Minus 5. Identify the literary devices used in the sentence. No wonder why people call you Charles Taylor of our city. Shelley Coleman. Your answer?
Metaphor.
Metaphor, wrong. Allegory. Question number 3. A story composed orally. Complete my question, Maryland.
A story composed orally and was passed from generation to generation by word of mouth, referred to as what?
Your answer?
Oral tradition.
I would not take that. I'm sorry. I saved my breath, Shelley Coleman. A story composed orally and then passed from person to person by word of mouth. Yes?
Folktale.
Folktale. Yes. Maryland, argue.
Please help my grandmother raise a gun.
Let him proceed.
Yes, humble moderator. In literature, if you look at the definition of folktale and oral tradition, they are the same. So, and folktale, it can be the same definition as
oral tradition. They are not the same. We proceed. We're discussing literature here. Question number 4. Language arts. Correctly spell the word ambiguity. Yes, Maryland.
Take A-M-B-R-Q-U-R-T-Y.
I'm sorry. Correctly spell the word ambiguity. Mansurada.
A-M-B-R-G-U-R-T-Y.
10 points, you're correct. The scoreboard. Shelley Coleman, 10 points. Yes, Shelley?
Yes, Mr. Gibson. We have answered 3 questions, and we noticed that the question that was transferred to us, you didn't get our point.
It was not considered, the points were not considered. So my judges are perusing that to talk with the scorekeeper. Okay, it's supposed to be 35 points.
Yes.
We proceed. Question number 5. Question number 5. A wildly told story. Complete my question.
A wildly told story involving greater character development so that hero and other goddesses is referred to as what?
Minus 5. A wildly told story about the past. Yes?
A wildly told story about the past that may or may not be based on actual fact. It's referred
Your
to
answer.
the legend.
Legend. 15 points. You are correct. That does it for language arts in this first half. We now move the category general science. Fatima, -10. Shelley Coleman, 50. The margin is 60 in favor of Shelley Coleman. Shelley Coleman, who's moving? Who's dropping? Now move the category general science. Question number 1. A chemical process by which cell release energy from sugar. Yes, Maryland County, complete.
Cell release energy from sugar and involve heat. Involving heat that is usually aided by bacterial action is referred to as what?
Compose your completion again, please.
A chemical process that involve
-5. A chemical process by which cell release energy from sugar when no oxygen is present. Yes, Monserrato?
Fermentation.
Fermentation, you're correct for 10 points. Yes, Maryland? Debate?
Yes, please, this is my student raise a point.
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Moderator, in reading Science with Distinction and Clarity, fermentation in another book is a chemical process in which ethanol is made with sugar with the addition of bacteria. And the other bonus fermentation is the process in which ethanol is made from sugar without the presence of oxygen.
Let's assume that you're correct. Is that what you said?
Yes.
You were not clear. We proceed. You were not clear. You're stuttering too much. You have to be clear at this level. You know that. We proceed. Question number 2. Stay on General signs. A long, slender, flexible extension of the body of the certain animal, such as jellyfish, is referred to as Montserrat County.
Take the tentacle.
The tentacles. 15 points, you're correct. Question number 3. Spreading of particles throughout Maryland County complete.
Spreading of particles throughout a given medium until they are distributed evenly. As referred to
Your
as
answer,
diffusion.
20 points, you are correct. Question number 4, I'm sorry. Group 17 on the periodic table, complete my question, Maryland.
I refer to as swap.
I'll take that your answer.
Halogen.
20 points, you are correct. Question number 5, the last to end, general signs. Yes?
Yes, Mr. Gibson, we have a quam. You said group 17 on the periodic table, and our opponent only are referred to as what?
Yes, the correct answer is 15 points, please. Thank you, Shelley. Thank you very much. 15 points, -5 from Fatima. We now move to question number 5. The setting of particles within a solution of mixture is called, yes, Montserrato? Montserrato?
Dispersion.
Say that.
Dispersion.
Wrong. The setting of particles within a solution of mixture is referred to as what? Maryland County.
Suspension.
Wrong. Deposition. That does it for general science. We now move the category social studies. Scoboris, Fatima 20, Shelley Coleman 80. The margin is 60 points. We now move to social study. Question number 1. An agreement between one, yes, Montserrato?
An agreement between two countries to stop fighting as what?
I will not take that -5. An agreement between or among states to defend each other.
To defend each other for a particular purpose. As referred to as what?
Let me listen to your answer.
Alliance.
15 points, you are correct. Question number 2. Which tribe in Liberia is reported to have been among the laborers? Complete my question, Maryland.
Of the Fenalopo scandal, of the Fenalopo labor scandal.
-5. Which tribe in Liberia is reported to have been among the laborers that were constructing the Suez Canal in Egypt? Montserrato?
Take for me the Mende.
Wrong. The correct answer is Crew. Question number 3. A tropical storm. That complete my question, Montserrato.
A tropical storm or a severe tropical storm that revolves around an area of high temperature causing great damages is called what?
Your answer.
Hurricane.
15 points, you are correct. Yes, Maryland, debate.
Yeah, that man, historian raise a question.
Speak.
Yeah, moderator, it should have been around a center of low pressure and my counterpart said a pressure of center of high pressure.
Your counterpart is correct for 15. We proceed. Question number 4. Who invented the vice script? Montserrat County.
Who invented the vice script in 1930?
Thank you for adding that. Your answer?
Tualu Bukiri.
15 points. You are correct. Yes, Maryland.
Yeah, that man, historian raise a question.
Let him speak.
It shouldn't have been 1930. It should have been 1830.
Ladies and gentlemen, Maryland have just won that debate. The answer travels for 15 points to Maryland County. Thank you very much. Question number 5. What is the capital city of Bhutan? Montserrato?
Thimphu.
10 points, you're correct. That does it for social studies. We now move the category mathematics. Scobo reads, Fatima 45, Shelley Coleman 100. The margin is 55. We now move the category mathematics. Question number 1. Who defined geometric function by using algebraic expression and is regarded as the founder? Yes, complete. Shelley Coleman.
Is regarded as the founder and father of geometry.
Your answer?
Euclid.
Say that.
Euclid.
Wrong. Who defined geometric function by using algebraic expression and is regarded as the founder of analytical geometry? Yes.
René Descartes.
15 points, you are correct. Question number 2. Find the midpoint of the line segment. Point 1 minus 2, command minus 1. Point 2, 2, command 2. Yes, Maryland, count it.
The midpoint is parenthesis open. 0, 0, 1 or 2.
15 points, you are correct. Question number 3. Expand 2.5 times 10 to the 6th power. Maryland County.
Yes, my answer is 250,000.
I will not take that. Expand 2.5 times 10 to the 6th power.
2,500,000.
2,500,000. You are correct for 15 points. We now move to question number 5. Identify the leading coefficient in this expression. X cubed minus x squared plus 6. Montserrat County. 1. 10 points. 15 points. You are correct. Question number 1. That does it for mathematics. We now move the category current events. Scobo reads Our Lady of Fatima 75. Shirley Coleman 130. The margin is 55. Current events. What is the name of the current Minister of Gender? Yes?
Gender and Children and Social Protection.
Your answer?
Wilhelmina Peso Serita.
15 points, you are correct. Both teams swap position. Coaches, please talk with your teams. This half is the sensational half. The half that will determine who will lift that giant trophy provided by Youth Movement for Collective Action. Or who will lift the smaller one provided by Youth Movement for Collective Action. Montserrat, any substitution?
No substitution.
No substitution. Maryland, any substitution?
Constant.
Both teams are playing constant. Question number 1 category, language arts. Scobo reads Fatima 90, Shirley Coleman 130. The margin is 40. Question number 1. The collection of myth. Maryland County.
A collection of myths by several other in a world of literature is referred to as well.
Your answer?
Mythology.
15 points, you're correct. Question number 2. A man on plot that relates, complete my question, Maryland County.
A man on plot that relates a sequence of events with another event within a literal work is referred to as well.
I listen to your answer.
Subplot.
Subplot. 15 points, you are correct. Question number 3. A feeling of uncertainty. Yes? Montserrat?
A feeling of uncertainty and anxiety that is determined by the others. What will become the outcome of a story?
Your answer.
The suspense.
15 points, you are correct. Question number 4. Language arts. Language arts. A word such as which or who. Maryland County, complete.
A word such as which or who that asks question about a specific situation or issue is referred as.
Your answer?
Take interrogative pronoun.
You are correct for 15 points. Question number 5. Question number 5. Question number 5. What is the name of the protagonist in the book, The Gods? Complete my question, Maryland.
In the book, the gods are not to blame.
Your answer?
What do you want?
15 points, you are correct. That does it for language arts in this entire game. We now visit the school. Fatima from down, top the margin, 150. Shirley Coleman, 145, the margin of 5. Who's moving? General science. Question number 1. Any tailed amphibian that has soft and scaleless skin. Yes, Montserrat?
It's them as well.
Your answer? Time. Any tail amphibian that has soft and scaleless skin with a long bodied tail and short limb is referred to as?
Lizard.
Wrong, salamander. Question number 2. Question. Yes.
Oh, I have a one.
State.
Yes, lizard is part of the amphibian family and it has is a salamander. Laser is a salamander, and it has skill and long tail with short limbs.
My judges are researching immediately to classified laser. We proceed. Once they signal me, I will announce your points. You know the rules. Question number 3. A chamber found in the lower stomach. Complete my question.
In the lower stomach that stores food.
-5. A chamber found in the lower stomach of an animal that facilitates food grinding is referred to as what? 15 points, you are correct. My judge have just found that laser is a part of the salamander family. You are correct for 15 points, Maryland County. Yes, Monserrato?
Yes, Mr. Gibson, you said that a type of amphibians, and we know that laser is not an amphibian because amphibians have a characteristic of living in both land and water, and laser cannot live in water.
Now listen to me. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want you, before I proceed with the results, to just give Montserrat a very big hand of applause. They said they were not allowed any wrong point to be given to anybody. Please subtract the 15. Now I'll read this. You know, we're quick. They say at first glance, salamander appears to be a type of lizard, but lizard is a reptile. We proceed. Thank you, Monserrato. The fight is on. Question.
And so thank you for also being there, and thank you for rejoining us on the show here this evening. Again, folks, you're listening to the Heat Hour program here on BKS TV. On the Heat Hour, we say dialogue and not confrontation. We say words and not bullet. We got to go for that educational break. Right back. I know there are people that still organize this kind of competition, but I don't know how effective they are across the country. But it's great having you on the show this evening, CEO. How you doing, Chief?
I'm doing good. I've been following. Thanks to all of you for holding down the forts. Our Iron Lady, Sis Lorena. I can enjoy her when the show is hot. It can be very interesting. And I see my boy Shadra relaxing there. Shadra didn't go to school today, so he made it on time. So again, thank you so much. I think it's good to spice the show up and mix it up a little bit here and there. As far as having that quizzing contest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's something that we need to do more. I was enjoying it. Speaking big talking about amphibian and all those big words. I think we need to do more of those. So yeah, I think it's interesting. Yeah, thanks to also our followers for always being here and following our show, regardless of if we have guests or not. But thank you.
Thank you, CEO. So it has been a wonderful conversation with all of the team being on here tonight. As always, we stay to have our party coming. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have a guest on the show. And I don't know whether I have permission to announce this person.
We'll announce it later.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Shadrach, let's hear you, Chief.
Yeah, Junior. So thank you so much, and good evening to the CEO. It's been a wonderful time as usual. So I think it's good that we often do some of these discussions when we don't have guests to discuss some matters surrounding our education, health, other activities in the country. So one thing that I've really been speaking against is what's being a determinant for children passing from our graduation. I think it's unfair to our children. The reason is we don't have the facility for WAS, in the sense that we don't have the laboratory environment. We don't have the curriculum is quite different than the WAS test. So we cannot say what to determine the graduation from somebody from high school. I think libraries should design their own national exam platform that determine children graduating from high school and what to be maybe, and also for international travel for other studies out of the country. Because if we want to go by what should be the determinant for our graduation, then of course we have to go along with the curriculum or know that determine what. Because what is quite different. The test format is far different than what you're teaching in Liberia. So you can't be teaching different thing. Then you say you gotta take the test before you know you graduate. Then you gotta go along with that particular test. If not, you gotta design your own local test that determine a graduation for the kids. You gotta be very clear, when we do things as leaders. Education ministry got to look into that. If they really want to for what to be the determinant for graduation from in Liberia, then of course they have to equip every school as per what standard. Because if go to Ghana, they got lab, physical lab, biology lab, all those things in place. Children go to do live practice. The same thing they go do, they do during the test. But yeah, you get theory, and if the theory is not applied every school in this country, it could also have a negative impact in the school on the school system rather when it comes to know that public test. So we are not up to one standard in terms of laboratory and whatsoever. So it can't be the determinant for graduation for the kids. But equally so, we have to do things the way in which we think is important to improve the society, especially education. Thank you so much for being a good show, a good conversation that we should often have. So I want to say thank you to everybody.
Thank you so much, Shadrach. Madam Lorena, let's hear you. Madam Lorena, you there?
You're on mute. Oh.
You talking to me or see what it?
You. Let's hear you. You're analyzing your party.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I thought we're discussing the health issue you talk about.
Yes, sir.
But anyway,
so you talk about that
you.
in your party comment. You have to talk about that along with your party comment.
Okay, thank you. It was a good show. I think sometimes when we don't have guests, we can discuss national issues. We can look at maybe one or two sectors. We can discuss it. So the discussion on education tonight was meaningful because it's challenging and seeing all those clips of our students across the country. It just tells us how unprepared we are, and it also tells us how the next generation of Liberian will be like. So until that is improved, we cannot predict or good future for the people after us. So I hope this education minister who worked in the US for so long, I hope she's going to bring her experience and going to instill that into her team, and that they will be able to look at supervision. I mean, to be keep on our agenda, because we have teachers who are using lesson plan that they made 2019. They're using it to teach in 2025. And they are not being supervised, neither are the administrators supervised. But one good thing that this administration is doing is that they are not just accepting anyone to be DEO or CEO. Before then, if you have an accounting degree, you can be DEO, you can be CEO once you have that social will or political will. But now you must have done education either as major or minor before you can become a DEO or become a CEO. So I think with that, the DEO will be able to supervise the schools that they control, so that our students can also compete with other people. On the average, it's challenging, but I know they are good students. There are some schools that are doing their best as well. So yeah, thank you for the show. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for being here tonight, man. I know how engaged you are, but you always take your time to be here, like Shadrach, Siawete, the CEO, and rest of the folks. I know how engaged you guys are, especially for the CEO. We're changing from one weather to the next?
No. I think people like bro people on our side, they're more dedicated than me. You know, Shadra and Sid Lorena and Siawete and all those people there. You know, buying
Saturday
data.
night like bro, see you. Saturday night like bro.
Bro, I know the man like bro. You want to talk
Saturday
to
night like bro.
you.
I'm beginning like bro. Man, like bro. I like bro. I mean like bro.
You know,
He's very strategic. The man stay using like brand on WhatsApp.
Yeah, I'll soon buy no more the feed. I think you will know it.
Sajwa, what you say?
I'll soon buy I'll soon buy more brand more you get the content you got content no more then we'll know it. I'll soon buy no more.
I tell you, the man no longer post any post that the man doing an old picture from maybe 2-3 years ago.
I'm not a Facebooker anyway. I run Facebook when I'm into politics. I post for birthday. That's all.
So where are you currently? That's the question.
I'm in heaven. I
was who exposed me with no more.
I ain't heavy.
The tax is given to you. Please track the main location.
I will black man no more. I will black no more. When the number is black, what not accepting he will change the number to get back the contact.
Yeah, okay. black it for us.
Problem.
Thank you. Thank you to LTA. Black it for us. Thank you.
You can blast Starlene. I'm giving up a good network. I'm a number you want black.
Let's hear you, Chief.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good show, Gian. You know, tomorrow we'll actually have a firing show. You know, our CEO now is now a politician. You know, people are reaching out, but you know, sometimes the show too need to be educative, like this. And, you know, stuff we brought tonight. I think we need to get more from that platform. Sometimes we will play them and have some analysis as well. I mean, the show tonight, once we don't have guests, it's important that all of our panelists come on the show sometime at least for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Have some educational, you know, educated discussion from diverse fields, you know, it will actually be important. And I think, like you guys says, Lorena, she's come from the health because I know she got a very huge interest. Because right now, what we even need to be discussing is I don't know how they call it in a health cycle. I know maternal stuff is proliferation is hard. As a matter of fact, we are bereaved. One of my childhood friends, we lost her to the cold hand of death. Peace be unto her ashes. Malakona, a very young and brilliant young woman who came from Europe, from studying engineering. I mean, she came back, been working for a few years, and then she and her husband, and, you know, they got married in January. And as a matter of fact, I was one of the, and, you know, the groom to that wedding, but unfortunately, I did not attend the program due to my schedule. So, I mean, we have had a very long-standing relationship from childhood to high school and all of that. So, when I heard that they one time, and the person who posted it was not even distant, but her biological brother, she next to. So, even the issue of maternal, you know, death and those procedures of people going to the hospitals and all of that, I think, says Lorena, she got vast knowledge in that aspect. We need to take time, even if it is on a weekend, because on a weekend, that's when we have most of our people home, and, you know, to listen to this, and, you know, stuff, because I think she have a very vast experience in both midwifery and public health, in the public health sector. So, in my mind, over the weekend, it will be very important to have this kind of discussion. So, because right now you cannot have a country at this point in 21st century, then you have people dying from childbirth. At this time, maternal death should be zero tolerance in our country. We should not have people dying from childbirth. Why is that? Then why are the essence of removing our old ladies from performing? That shows how our system is challenged. For me, in my mind, that's how I see people go to work. They are on TikTok, they on Snapchat, all those things. That's waste of time. Then they say they are not paying them. Yes, I mean, to me, while it's true government, but the passion need to come first. That's the problem. Sometimes you go to hospital, the way how people even approach you, you get discouraged. You get somebody, your wife or your sister is on bed, somebody come to you, oh, you better go talk to that people. When you're not doing one that once you die on your business, why is that? So, like Sis Lorena was saying, all of our systems require a rather neat what you call supervision. Monitoring evaluation is very important. If we don't do that, my brother, we're going nowhere. So, I mean, regardless of what we will say on this platform or which other platform, our leader needs to listen. That's why I can say it's very disheartening. Since Lorena and other medical people that are on this platform, they need to tell us what are the challenges. We're looking at the other signal and threading. I don't know whether that one too don't form part of public health. That's why I asked the public health. And man, the last time, whether when we hear in public health, it's about when Corona coming or Ebola is coming in the country. So for me, in my mind, there are a lot of public health and require. I don't know whether it's part of public health, but I think it's a threat to because I can get, for example, the man. I get for example, a first child, then she died into that kind of incident. It's bad. So says Lorena and the folk and the rest of the folks who are medical people also need to help us in that manner and form. That's how I see it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, CLT. CEO, take us home. I just see today I'll let Ungo. Somebody score Ungo we won. So
Yeah, I can follow Chelsea when they play me. I can get that result. You know, funny, few of my boys, who got wore my Madrid shirt, even the Shadow man.
I tell you.
Talking about running away from Man U and migrating to Real Madrid. No, Real Madrid is my second team. It's my backup team. So one of my B6 got that jersey from me from Europe, and then she brought it for me. That's how I decided to wear it. But overall, yeah. So I agree with CLT. I agree with Sis Lorena. I agree with everyone. We need to discuss that more in detail. Whenever we don't have guests, we can, get folks who have medical background, education, different fields to come in and help us discuss some things. Also, open the line to our viewers. We'll start a relay from Tabata, hopefully by Thursday. We got everything square out, everything set. So by Thursday, we'll start relaying. I think it's Voice of Tabata will start carrying our show live in addition to our radio station in Bluetooth. So we should have a lot of participants because of that. So we look forward to starting that, and then we'll get the lineup for our guests for the rest of the week. Selwity, yourself, myself, DK, we'll all get into it and try to get the show going. But looking forward to having an entertaining one again this week.
Thank you, CEO. Thank you to all the followers. Thank you, Mana Lorena. Thank you, Shadrach. Thank you, Siawete. Thank you guys for being here tonight. Hopefully, we'll be here tomorrow with a really, really firing guest, and the discussion will be educative. It will be great. See you guys tomorrow.
Thank you.